Hello, my Biblio darlings, and welcome. In case we haven't met before, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mally, and the story that we're going to be reading today is called The Naughty Little Rabbit. But before we read the story, let's remind our body that we're safe right here in this moment. And how do we do that? Through two different exercises. One is we do what I call a 4-4-8 deep breathing exercise, where we inhale for 4 counts, then we hold the breath for 4 counts, and then we exhale for 8 counts. And then I'm going to tell you some jokes, and the whole purpose of joke telling is to get you to laugh, because when you laugh, your body automatically relaxes. So with that, pretend you have a pretend balloon inside your tummy, and inhale deeply. So pretend that balloon is filling up with air, and inhale deeply for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now hold for And now exhale out for 8. Good job. That deep breathing is such a beautiful reminder that you're safe in the moment, right here and right now. And another way that we can get our body to relax right here in the moment is with jokes. I've got my joke book in my hand. Are you ready? Here are some knock-knock jokes. And I just have to say that sometimes I get the jokes and sometimes I don't. And that's when I'm going to ask you to help me to explain the joke. So here's the first one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Rita. Rita who? Read a book if you get bored. Read a book, get it? Read a book in case you're bored? Okay. Here's the second one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting dog. Interrupting bark, 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 bark. Oh, get it? You know, interrupting dog and interrupting dog. Even before you could say interrupting dog who, you go interrupting to bark, 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 bark. And here's the third joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Couch. Couch who? Couch me if you can. Couch me. Oh, catch me if you can. That's cute. Okay, so with that, let's read the story, The Naughty Little Rabbit. And before I do, let's look at the picture and what's in the picture. So what I see is this beautifully colored, colorful picture. And there's a gray bunny, and the gray bunny is looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other bunnies, and they look smaller. So there looks to be a brown bunny, an orange bunny, a brown bunny, a light orange bunny, like a almost very dark brown or black bunny, and a brown bunny, brown orangey color. And then off in the background, there's another bunny that's like a lighter orange chasing a butterfly. And it looks like there's 2 ducks in a duck pond, and there's trees with snow on top, and 3 mountains in the background, and the sun is shining in the background. There's a bit of cloud. And as we come back to the bunny, the big gray bunny, and the 6 smaller bunnies, they're standing on grass, and there's beautiful purple flowers all around, and 2 other flowers right beside the gray bunny. So let's read what this story has to say. The Naughty Little Rabbit. Relax, be very still, and listen. Listen carefully to this tale about a little rabbit who didn't like going to school until one day he learned a very important lesson. What do you think it was? Well, let's see if we can find out. Now, in a magical meadow at the foot of a snow-capped mountain lived some lovely furry rabbits. Their leader was so old that his coat has turned silvery gray, and everyone called him Old Silver. He was loved and respected by everyone. So Old Silver must be that big rabbit that's in the picture. One misty autumn morning, and misty is like when there's fog. One misty autumn morning, as he gazed out of his burrow onto the meadow, he was approached by some eager young rabbits who asked him if he would be kind enough to pass on some of his wisdom. Old Silver twitched his nose. "Why not?" he said. "We'll start tomorrow. Be here at 1 o'clock sharp, and I'll teach you all I know, especially how to avoid being trapped. There's nothing more important than that. Don't be late." Well, that sounds like some good advice and some good teachings is going to be offered. So the next day at 1 o'clock, on the dot, the rabbits began their classes. All, that is, except one naughty little rabbit called Pip, who didn't think that learning anything could be worth giving up his time playing. He just wanted to have fun, so day after day, Pip went down to the pond to play with his ducks. He jumped as high as he could to win the attention of passing butterflies, and he went into the woods to hop through the autumn leaves and make tunes from their crunching sounds underfoot. Oh, but one day, when he was busy playing and dancing, he skipped onto a net laid on the ground, which was cunningly covered with twigs and leaves. It was a trap. The net tightened around him, scooping him up into a ball. "Help! I've been caught!" he wailed. And to wail means to cry. That evening, when Pip didn't return home, his worried mother asked old Silver to organize a search. He sent the rabbits out to look in the places where Pip usually played, while he himself headed for the places where he knew hunters often laid traps. He hadn't been searching long when he heard human footsteps. A man was coming. It sounded like a hunter. Alarmed, old Silver raced onto the next trap, and there he found sad little Pip wrapped up in the hunter's net. Quickly the wise old rabbit used his long, sharp teeth to gnaw through the ropes. Just as the footsteps were almost on top of them, Silver bit through the last strand, and Pip was free. They scampered away as fast as their little legs could carry them. Pip's mother wept with joy when she saw her son unharmed. "I'm so glad you're safe," she cried. "You gave me such a fright." Or she was scared. "I'm sorry, Mother," said Pip, clinging to her. "It's all right, son," she replied. "But now, do you see why it's so important to create time to listen and learn from others? There are some things in life that you really need to learn." "Yes, Mother, I realize that now," replied Pip. "I'm so sorry, old Silver. I promise never to skip lessons again." So what is the lesson or the moral of the story? It is, we can all benefit from listening to the wisdom that others have gained from experience and are kind enough to teach us. A wise person knows that there is a time to play and a time to learn. Those are some really wise words. Let me repeat them again. We can all benefit from listening to the wisdom that others have gained from experience and are kind enough to teach us. A wise person knows that there is a time to play and a time to learn. What did you think of the story, The Naughty Little Rabbit? Do you think the little rabbit, Pip, has learned his lesson? Do you think he'll come and listen to the wise rabbit? I'm hoping so. So with that was such a neat story. Let's continue on with reminding our body that it is safe right here and now. And let's repeat that deep breathing exercise that we did at the beginning of today when we first met. So when you're ready, inhale deeply for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold the breath for And now exhale out through your mouth for 8. Oh, what a beautiful reminder that we are safe right now. What's missing? Jokes. Let's read some jokes. Okay, ready? Knock, knock. Who's there? Venice. Venice who? Venice school gonna start. Oh, Venice, when is school gonna start? Oh, that's so great. Okay, here's another joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Saturn. Saturn who? Saturn my cell phone and now it won't work. Saturn my cell phone. Oh, sat on my cell phone and now it won't work. Okay. Oh, could you imagine? Anyway, alrighty. And here's a third knock knock joke. Knock knock. Who's there? Scold. Scold who? Scold in your refrigerator. Let me out. Oh, I get it. It's cold in your refrigerator. Let me out. Well, that seems like a really great place to say it's been wonderful to connect with you today. Thank you for joining me. And if you've liked what you've seen, please click the let me try that again. Please, if you've liked what you've seen, please click on the subscribe button. Click on the bell icon so you can get new notifications of when new stories come up. Well, it's been wonderful working with you today and spending time together, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye!